Hi, how are you? Good evening. This is Kate with Danus, Celtic Worlds. Good to see everybody. Today is Wednesday, the 10th of June. And can I say, wow, this month, the summer's going pretty quickly. And so I just wanted to say we still have the sun in Gemini. Gemini is going to be around 7 years. And here goes my son in the other room. So, and thank you. And so it's not right to do that. You got me on TV right now. Isn't that phone over there? I just fold it over. Not that you. Of course, over here. And so I'm sorry. I didn't expect him to get up. You look like he was sleeping. So anyway, we have Gemini in the mix here for the next 7 years. And what we have is just lots of communication going on. And we need to keep an open mind. Opportunities are coming. This week is a fantastic, lucky week. Um, we have Jupiter with Venus and, in Cancer. It's such a great mix of beautiful opportunities and changes. There will be transformational changes still going on with Uranus. And that's going to be around as well for the next 7 years because we have had many things going on here with the transformation that's going on in the world. Um, Unfortunately, the way things are now, people are just not cooperating with one another, and that's so unfortunate. And that's why the communication is so key in the astrology because we've been looking at this astrology for quite some time, and you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And, you know, the good thing is Jupiter is abundance, expansion. And I love that for everyone because, it's going to bring in good things. If you are reaping what you sow, you will bring in good things coming. Venus, fifth house, beautiful relationships, finance, money is also part of Venus, and how to have relationships with your loved ones, relationships with your partners, relationship and creativity, acting like a child again, feeling, some of you may have been out there if you hadn't had any rain out there in your pool, having a good time, going to baseball games, going to soccer games, and being outside in the pool and being fun like again. Some of you, of course, are going to work and coming home and feeling like you just can't wait to get to that barbecue and grill some good chicken or grill great steak or some ribs and spending time with your family. That's what this is all about this week, you know, and being with your family, Jupiter, abundance, expansion. I want to say it's also higher thinking and higher, you know, being at higher level. And Gemini is also, that air sign, all about the mind, all about communication, all about intellectual conversations, emotional maturity, and all of these are coming into play. A lot of you. There's going to be, and we're going to break down the signs and go through each sign briefly. I'm just going to go through really quick. Um, a lot of you are just having a great time this week. There's just not a lot of bad transits. However, with Jupiter, you know, and Venus going to Cancer, I want to say that I would be careful before we jump. So look around, and I mean that not in a geography sense. I mean that in the take a look around at your friends, your family, see what you're getting into, see how abundance is coming to you. Make sure you're taking a look at that and justifying the jumping in and getting involved and going forward with that abundance. And many of you are going to, that this transit happened yesterday on the 9th. So many of you are going to start seeing things either, yes, some of you may have seen it start yesterday, and some of you might see some abundance coming for the next couple of days till we have the new moon in Gemini, which is coming here. I'm looking at my calendar on the 14th in Gemini Eastern Standard Time at 10:54 p.m., which is 9:54 Central Standard Time. Looking at my calendar, have my astrological calendar over there, and with that we have a lot with I'm going to put the camera over here. It brings opportunities, it brings emotional shifts, but gifts. Again, communication, personal growth. This is the big thing about with Jupiter is personal growth, endurance, abundance within yourself. Abundance can come in many different forms. Mercury's going to be in Cancer, squaring Saturn and Aries, which is going to be, squares are, they don't really, there's challenges or balance of energies with squares. So, creating that push and pull between, oh, he's too sensitive, and, being direct and blunt, and, that Saturn and Aries is, that fire sign moving forward, that warrior energy going forward, all that energy, being bold, action oriented with the sun in Gemini. It supports quick thinking and quick on your feet communication, getting her done, combination of a lot of energy, encouraging a lot of communication, delivering messages to other people about new beginnings, new growth, new abundance, more expansion, being thoughtful rather than being rude and blunt. Again, be careful, mindful, engage, brain before miles. Aries, you're going to stay fully engaged this week. You've got lots of opportunities coming. And, I see that for many of you, Taurus, you're driving new projects and gaining attention and momentum from other people. Cancer, you're sharing updates and new expansion and new growth with colleagues, and sharing your perspective on things, and protecting, not protecting, but protecting your thoughts, but being persuasive to gain the attention of having others know that you're full in, you're well aware. Cancer, it's all about communication as well. Share updates with friends and family and colleagues. Leo, stand back and take perspective. That's why I said with Jupiter being abundance and going forward, let's stand back, gain perspective, and focus on how you have control over yourself and your surroundings and others around you. The Virgo, your confidence is really high, and it should be, because this is a time for you, because you've got Saturn still in the mix, and Saturn is all about doing things the right way, and Virgo is doing things the right way, keeping a planner, keeping on schedule, writing it on the calendar, writing it on the desk, making sure they stick to the plan, stick to the plan, stick to the plan. So Virgos, you're taking stock, you're preparing for upcoming good times and good times for the summer, and planning to do some things while you're out and about. Libra, you're making progress in what matters to you in your heart. You're ruled by Venus, and you might have some project come up, and there might be some tension with it with a client, but because you're so balanced, Libra is the balance in the tarot, the Justice card with the balance. Because you have balance and good communication skills, and you're all for the heart and all for the people, you'll make this project work really well. I'm not worrying about that. Scorpio, there are hidden opportunities on the table. You are intuitive, Scorpio. Read between the lines. Start reading between the lines, using your intuitive gifts, think outside of the box. There are opportunities right on the table in front of you, and you have to just come out of the box, look around. There are plenty of opportunities for you. You will spot them. They'll help you, they'll help you create new opportunities for yourself and new gain for new money, new opportunities for career, and new opportunities for growth within yourself. Sagittarius, your office work is heavy this week, or your work in your home is heavy this week. So you have a lot going on. Your focus is taking care of all the responsible duties that you have to do for you and your family before you go, let's say, go on vacation, go abroad, go have fun, get on that cruise, taking care of opportunities, taking care of responsibilities, just getting everything out of the way. So when you get on that plane, or when you get on that cruise, or when you open the door to that country cabin on the lake, you know, there's nothing you have to do but sit back and relax and hold on to that margarita and enjoy your surroundings. Capricorn, you are all about the strong intelligence, communication. You are all about structure and foundation. You are using your intellect as a guide to work together collaboratively with your employees, with the partners, with the people that are in your home, to work collaboratively as a team at home. I mean, you are like Capricorn is kind of like a police officer, just like Saturn, and of course Saturn is ruling Capricorn. So, you're the designated driver, you're the taxi cab driver, you're the police officer behind the wheel. Where you want to go, Capricorn? You make the decisions, but make them fruitful, responsible, decisively, with security and self worth, maturity, grounding. Enjoy yourself. Um, you've got a lot of discipline in yourself. Use all of your background knowledge and, enjoy yourself. Have a good summer. Capricorn, I know you've got a lot of Saturn energy in you, but, spend some time also for yourself to enjoy your family and your friends and enjoy time with self reflection. Aquarius, work is best alone for you right now. Over resilience on collaborators who may follow their own agendas, and you kind of want them working with you, but you see them kind of going off on their own tangent. So you're like, let them go. I'll do this my own. I'll work. I work better with this by myself. I don't need this. I'm not gonna. We're not gonna barter. No quid pro quo. Okay. So I'm gonna work on. You're gonna do best on your own. You're gonna do a great job. And people, once they see you working on your own, doing a fantastic job, other collaborators will follow you, and on top of following their own agendas. But they will learn from you for that, because you take on independence really well. Pisces, okay, you're pioneering energy, love, happiness, insights. You're having lots of dreams. If you're on vacation right now, or you um, are going to have a short travel this summer, your energy will lead others. You'll have this potent energy that will lead others, and others will follow that bright, sassy energy. And it's going to be great for the next week or so, all the way up until, July 7th, which is a Tuesday. That whole, from here on going, even for July 4th of July weekend, everyone, every one of the signs has this great energy, because we have the sun in Gemini. Uranus went into Gemini weeks and weeks and weeks ago. We have so much goodness right now with Jupiter, Venus going into Cancer. This is all about good luck and fun and ambition and being outgoing. We do have, however, you know, um, some Aries and Saturn in the mix, but it's a small square. It's not going to be a big deal for everybody. I want to say it will affect Capricorn. It will affect some of the Earth signs. It will. The Moon in Aries, being a fire sign, warrior type energy, going forward, being fast, being energetic. You have that ambition and action oriented personality. You're going to be adding bold actions to your summer this summer, in a combination with a lot of, because we're in Gemini, in a combination with a lot of communication, which is great. Every one of the zodiac signs has the go for really setting a foundation for fantastic intellectual maturity and emotional maturity with self expression, technology, social groups, communication this summer. Quick thinking, a variety of tasks at one time for everyone, even water signs. One day the river will flow this way, and then the next day it'll be real strong. You won't be able to walk across it. It's change, it's transformation. That's Uranus. This combination is going to help and deliver messages to everyone in the zodiac pertaining to, communication. Different things we might have not been told. So everybody needs to be fully engaged and stay fully engaged and embrace the communication with others. For Aries, it's all about, for you, it's leadership. Taurus, again, you're being persuasive with your skills. You might even get a new job coming up here, with the project that's coming up. They might be like, oh, hey, you're great for this project, and this is fantastic. And we're ending Gemini season. So be patient and persistent with the rest of Gemini coming up, and then the situation will improve in in a few days for, those sun signs born in the Gemini season or rising sign. I'm a rising sign Gemini. If you're a sun sign or a rising first house Gemini, the season is coming to an end soon, but you're going to just be patient and persistent, and things are going to build up for you, because Gemini, you're all about conversation, air, intellect, sharp mind, sharp wits, good with emotions, good with holding yourself with your emotions, engaging brain before mouth, those kinds of things. So you're all going to be fine. Then we're going to come into Cancerian season, and again, with every sign, the communication is going to flow. Many of you, if you were born in the beginning of Cancer, as your zodiac sign, as your sun sign, or your rising sign, there's going to be some updates for you pertaining to colleagues, your peers, and maybe even your family that you may have to build stronger trust with in order for you to collaborate and communicate with them on a level that is expected of you, if they're work colleagues or if they're partners in your life that are friends, or you're partnered up romantically, you're partnered up dating, or partnered up as roommates. Those peers, communicate with peers, colleagues, partnered up, friends, relationships, romantic or non-romantic, just friends, or even you know associates that you're just, hey, how you doing? How's your day? And then you see them next week. Hey, how's you doing? How's your day? Um, Communication is going to flow easier with you, but there's going to be taking, because, and that's your sign. You're ruled by the moon. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So it's going to take some time for you, because you are incredibly intuitive. You can walk in a room and just read the room and feel everybody's emotions. That's your gift. That's your spidey psychic gift, you know. So that's something that might happen, and you're going to get along. Flowing communication is going to be great, but you're going to feel everybody's emotions when you walk in the room. So it might take a little bit of trust on your behalf to communicate the needs, the wants, how we're going to work well, how we're going to work on this project, how I love you, how we're just friends, or hey, you're my roomie, we're roommates, but you need to do the damn dishes, because we're roommates, I'm not your mommy, or we're roommates, I'm not your brother, we're roommates, I'm not your sister. You've got to do your fair share here. You do your half, I do my half, you pay your half, I do pay my half. And just in a nice way, like I said, not bluntly. Make sure we all deliver messages for the next month from here to again July 7th, which is a Tuesday. nicely and delicately and thoughtfully, and things should go well for every one of the signs. And that's what I have for the astrology. Everyone's doing well. I don't have anything that's a heads up or worry. There's a lot of fun stuff. Perseverance can turn things around for many of you. Not giving up. I see that a lot of confidence is high in Virgo. Situations could gain perspective for Leo. Cancer, communication flows well for you. Perseverance and things turn around for Gemini. Through communication, Taurus, things come up with communication with you using verbal persuasive skills to help you gain growth, personal growth, and even maybe get a raise or a better job. Aries, you're fully engaged, no delays. You are not afraid to be blunt. Just be diligent and thoughtful in communicating those needs and being thoughtful. Libra, you might have a project that's really high and that might be a little bit difficult with your client, but this project, you're all about balance. In the tarot, you're the judgment card. You're ruled by Venus. You're good. You're gonna make it work. You're a people person, and you will make progress no matter what matters. You're gonna find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Scorpio, you got the creativity. You can see through people. You're, you know, you're a no problem. I got it. Don't worry about it. And everybody's gonna be Scorpio. Oh, you sure? You sure? You sure? Yeah, yeah, I got it. And there's gonna be hidden opportunities again on the table for you, Sagittarius. You're gonna be working it so you can get rid of everything and go on that vacation so you can forget what's going on at home. And again, have that margarita on the beach. Capricorn, stop being the police officer. Stop always feeling like you have to be in the driver's seat. Take a breath and go enjoy life. It's the summertime. Spend some time enjoying life with friends, loved ones, family, your partner, your significant other, friends, people you love, people you want to fall in love with, and roommates and people you've grown up with. Have a barbecue, invite some people over, chillax. Okay, Aquarius, you're going to be working better alone again. Communication is going to work best with you if you just don't say anything and do the work yourself. Collaborators that didn't want to follow you, that went off on their own, are going to see how well you're doing, and then they're going to come and want to join you and follow your agenda eventually. Pisces, you are like the super energy queen or king, and you're just bubbly, bubbly, bubbly water sign. You're either at the beach, the river, you're fishing, you're on a boat, you're on a lake, you're somewhere having a good time. You're a pioneer of energy. You're becoming a super leader of others, and you're going to blaze the trail with your hair on fire. People are just loving you. And as we're going through the summer, you're just going to light up everybody's life. And this is a great time for you. We actually have the North Node retrograde and Pisces, but you know what? We're not gonna give any energy to anything going on here against the North Node with Pisces. You need to go with your North Node because that's where you're gearing to go. Your North Node is the dragon's head, considered in astrology, your future. The North Node is your future. Who are you in this life to be? The North Node. What do you want to aspire to be when you grow up? I would say that. I'm laughing because anyway, who you aspire to be when you want to get older. Who do you want? How do you want to end your life? You know, um, think of how much fun you're going to have doing the things that you love to do, going towards that North Node energy that you're supposed to be in, and who you are supposed to end up to be for the next 20 years. Yeah, awesome. Um, so Aries, I'm going to take a. I did this, and I'm looking at my notes. Got it right here. I'm going to go briefly into finance. Aries, don't try to bullshit a bullshit artist. Your charms may backfire. Taurus, you're going to have unexpected positive financial news. It's great. Gemini, you're going to have hidden strengths that shine. You might have an obstacle or two that might come your way. No big deal, though. Cancer, um, you're just a social butterfly, man. and you're living within your budget, no problem. Leo, reputation, don't overspend. You know, you're not a billionaire. So a Leo has it. Then you're also ruled by Venus, and you love, to be in the spotlight and hugs around the world. And oh, yay, so good to see you. But protect it. Put your money back in your pocket. Be frugal. Be realistic. Remember who you are and how much you make and what your job is. Virgo, you have valuable insights into your money. Your finances are fine. You're always good at spending money and you know how to budget. Libra, avoid overindulgence and control your spending. We don't want you to be leaving the party with your pockets inside out and nothing there to help. You have money to get yourself home. I'm going to say that. Sagittarius, the key to success for you is just not overspend, but you're good with budgeting all the time, and you don't have that problem. Your key to your success is constantly budgeting. You stay within your means, and you usually don't ever go over it. Keep up the good work, Capricorn. No, so Capricorn, and I'm a Capricorn moon. So I'm going to say this with a good laugh. If there's no discounts, I'm not paying. And if there's a discount it's on only for today, pay now. That's what I got when I looked up Capricorn. If there's a discount, pay now. If there's no discounts, I'll pay later. I'm sorry, that was funny, but that's 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 how it came out. I thought that was really cute. Aquarius, everything feels off again with you doing things on your own, but be alert because, like I said, once you do things on your own, your friends, your collaborators, your peers, your colleagues are going to see how well you're doing, and they're going to want to follow suit. You be the band leader. You go and beat off. You go beat your own drum, and the rest of the parade will follow you. They'll follow your beat. Okay. Uh, Aries, clear skies of peace and love. Taurus, strong bonds through honest conversations, communication. Gemini, open communications, open relationships. Be honest, be truthful. Don't sugarcoat anything. They'll find out about it and you'll regret it. Cancer, intuitive conversations about issues that are important in the world are really good for you at this point. Virgo, you're good with trips and outings. Your relationships are usually very honest and truthful because you like to keep it that way, keep it down to earth, keep it grounded. You're an earth sign like Capricorn and Taurus. You like to keep it grounded. You like to be grounded. You like to make sure everything, you have your work ethic, you have your life ethic, you're practical, you like comforts of home, you like to be detailed, you like routines, and you don't like people playing games with you, and you don't like bullshit, and you like to be organized. That's exactly how Taurus and Capricorn are as well. So with that said, Taurus, conversations, be honest. Gemini, open communication. Cancer, you're going to use your intuition to help you be empathetic to those around you. And people are going to just come to you and talk to you like they just feel like almost like you're a priest, like that they could come and tell you and bare their souls to you. And you're just like, all right, I'm listening. And you'll just give them your honest opinion, or what I would say that you should say if you don't know about someone's circumstances or have never been through those experiences. I would say I've never been through that, but all I can say is do the best that you can with the circumstances you have around you, and reflect before you make decisions. Libra, follow through with your plans, and your friends will follow you. Be honest and truthful. Use your justice. Use your balance all the time. Don't play games. Don't play into anybody's heart. Use your intellect. Okay, Libra, you're all about partnerships and marriages and relationships. Be honest with yourself. Follow through on your plans, and people, your friends, your loved ones will follow. Scorpio, stay grounded. Keep yourself stable. If you can't keep yourself grounded and you're all over the place, you're going to appear to be unstable. instead of being a stable person in your life. Avoid unstable people who don't have it together, that don't go to work all the time, that take off work all the time, that spend money when they don't have it. Um, Follow through with more Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo kinds of individuals because they tend to be very organized, very good with money, very good with work ethics, and very good with honesty, working hard, going to work every day, and doing the right thing. Sagittarius, you manage your energy, your time, and your money very carefully. Your summer is going to be mwah, fantastic. Just be openness with communication. We have the Sun in Gemini. We're going to have Uranus in Gemini for 7 years. Communication, 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 energy and balance, and being open and be practical with your actions. Engage mind before mouth. Engage brain before using any actions that you might feel. If you feel uncomfortable doing something, there's a reason why the universe is making you feel uncomfortable for doing something. So don't do it if you don't feel comfortable doing it. Use practical actions, use practical reflections. Be open with communication, be open with emotional um, communication. Make sure you feel honest and truthful and you have trust and honesty with another person before you're telling everybody everything about you or how you feel. Protect your reputation and protect everybody. I'm going to say it with the way the world is. Please protect your reputation and protect your financial, personal, your home, your family, your your environmental resources. Be cognizant of the world around you. Again, protect your reputation and protect all of your resources. And make sure that we're frugal with those things because we need to be balanced and live life with balance. And with that said, we're going on to the reading. Let's go on to the tarot. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so excited. Today was a good day. It didn't pour all day like it usually does. It's going to rain for the next 4 days after today. And we had 4 or 5 days of rain here in South Texas with the weather being the way it is. And of course, the Midwest has been that way as well. But using astrocartography, which is astrology of the weather, astrology of the geography, with the El Nino. I'm forgetting which one it is, but I'm going through and looking through the astrocartography with the way the weather has been changing and the way the Earth is just out of balance right now with the weather changes, especially with the effects going on here. I just feel like we're going to get a lot of storms. We have already a couple of major tropical storms down south of Mexico. I would want to say with the astrocartography, which again is the astrology geometry of things, which has to do with where we live or where we want to live or where we like to live. I want to say that be weather prepared, everyone. Be weather prepared. Okay, it's very important for you to be weather prepared this year. Okay. Okay, for today, I am going to use the Rendezvous and the Rendezvous deck. Onto that. So pretty. I love it. Okay, I'm shuffle. I am loving the astrology this week. I really am for all of you. Um, the sun is already super hot, so wear SPF. Make sure that you are hydrated And for those of you that have to take medicine, I would stay out of the sun in the late afternoon when it's over 90 degrees. I was working out in my garden this week, and I went out at like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, working on plants and things like that. If that's the time if you have to work on your yard, do it before it gets too hot. I mean, 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning here in South Texas or in Houston, Texas, is where I'm pretty much located. It's already 80 degrees. So, and by the time it gets to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's 95, 100. And today, I think it was 101. So, all right. Beautiful. Let's see what we got. And let's take a look at this lovely. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love this. It's the Wheel of Fortune. And I don't mean the game on TV. Okay. That was funny. The Wheel of Fortune. This is so lovely. And the Wheel of Fortune is a fantastic card. It's good luck, it's change, it's destiny, it's life cycles, it's karma. It is Uranus transformation, Jupiter, good luck, going forward, abundance. It is transformation. It is beautiful. It is so many, such a cumulation of awakening, change, transformation, um, expansive growth, higher thinking, luck, abundance, love, openness, hope. This is great. Change, destiny. I mean, life cycles of beautiful karma return to you. What you have done unto other people, it's coming back to you, babies. All back to my collective. All back to you. I know I have talked to so many people this past week and have so many people, so many of you are such beautiful, you have beautiful personalities. Good karma, good people. Yeah, yeah. This is great. This is you getting the abundance, you getting love, the Wheel of Fortune. As a matter of fact, with Jupiter and play with Venus going into Cancer, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you played the numbers until I wouldn't say I don't want to go past the 12th. I'm going to say until the 13th. If some of you go out there and play some lotto numbers, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you won a few bucks or won $100. And if you go out there and you win a lot of money, then the universe is returning what you're deserving, how hard you're working. Remember, it's a cycle. What goes around comes around. How we treat other people is how we get treated, right? So if you want these beautiful things to happen to you, you have to reciprocate that beauty. You have to reciprocate that kindness, the love, that ontological humility, the humility to understand that people need to be loved and cared for the way that they understand that in life, and vice versa. Because not everybody sees that the same way, right? Many of you are going to be going through this change, this destiny, life cycles of karma coming back to you because you've been working so hard this year. There's been so many changes, especially when we had Uranus go into Gemini on February 17th. From there on after, my father passed away on the 26th of February, right after that happened. And he was fine when he went in the hospital, and then all of a sudden, no one was expecting it. So we have all gone through these charismatic, transformational, turning points in our lives between jobs and children and parents and grandparents and just going through ups and downs of things. Now it's turning out to where it's going to smooth out for a lot of people, for pretty much everyone. Even when I did the reading tonight for the astrology, I didn't see anything that would make my eyebrows be raised, that I should have to worry about anything. I didn't see any of that coming up at all. At all. This is beautiful. I personally, for many of you, I'm going to put this down here like I did for you guys to check it out after we're done. For many of you, you are going to be having the luck of a lifetime, and I'm so happy for you. I'm actually really happy for you because then I get to enjoy to see everybody be happier than they expected. And the next one is the sun. This reminds me of every time I get this card, this reminds me of the Oscar Mayer commercial. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. But that's not what this means. This is the sun. This is you. This is all of you in your own sun sign. Enjoying life, being fulfilled, being happy, living your sign, living your worth. And it's beautiful, right? I hope my camera's doing well. I can't tell because I can't see what you guys see on the other side of the camera. This is the sun. It's so, oh my gosh, it is happiness, positivity, happiness, positivity, success. I mean, like you can't get any worse. Success and vitality, passion, clarity in life. Things are beautiful in your life. Things are starting to happen in your life. And you have the fortune card, all of you before that. And then we have the sun. What is your sun sign? Your sun sign is the day you were born. Your rising sign is the sign that you have in your first house of the zodiac out of the 12 houses. The first house represents your ascendant sign, your rising sign. Your second house represents money, your third house communication, your fourth house family. The sun sign represents the day you were born. You were born, let's say if you were born today, you would be a Gemini. That would be your sun sign. If you were born, March 1st, you would be a Pisces. If you were born May 15th, you would be a Taurus. That's your sun sign, the day you were born. Time and other things are that's leave it up to the astrologer. But your sun sign, this card represents their sun sign. Go look that up. This is coming through for you with happiness, family happiness, happiness with friends, feeling positive, feeling outgoing, feeling like you don't have to stretch and still feel tired. You feel like you're going through some successes right now. Things are starting to open up. Things are starting to get easier. Vitality and clarity, and there's no more delays. Things are starting to come around. Things are starting to come around with this fortune card. That is wonderful for all of you, because I know some of the conversations that we had, we were really discussing how, when is this going to turn around? When is this all going to change? It's coming around. It takes time. Some planets take longer than others. Some planets take 19 years. Uranus took 84 years to come back around. I mean, that's like, some of us are never going to see what we saw with Uranus entering Gemini again, unless you were just born and you're going to be around 84 years from now. Some planets take 19 years. Some only take 2. Venus comes around a couple times. She's a 2-year. She's a 2-year girl. So every planet takes time. So I'm loving this for all of you. I want you to take a look. If you take a look at what day you were born and what time. Will give you, if you have the day you were born. Let's say I'll give you a pretend person. Let's say you were born March 1st, and that's not my birthday, so I'm not using me. March 1st, and you were born at 10:30 in the morning, and you were born in Phoenix, Arizona. You put all that into Cafe Astrology or this Astroline. There's a couple other ones you could go to and and put it in for free. Castro, I know Cafe Astrology is free. I always tell people to go there. There's a few other ones that you can use for free. I have Astro Gold, which is an astrologer's application. You have to buy. It's like buying Microsoft Office. It's you have to pay for it, but you can go to a Cafe Astrology. There's Astro Astrology. There's some of those that are just free. You put in the day you were born, the city and the state you were born, and the time you were born. And you need to make sure you put in AM or PM, and it will come up. And you can see your sun sign, your rising sign. Your rising sun is the first house. The first house, your rising sun is how others see you in the world. When you go to work, when you walk your dog outside, when you talk to your neighbor, how other people see you in the world. When you go to work, when you make friends outside, when you go grocery shopping. First house, rising sign, how others see you in your world, see you in the world, how they view you in the world, what they think you represent in the world. Your sun sign is the day you were born. Your moon sign, I like this one the best. The way you behave and you act and you delegate and think and your mannerisms and your personal behavior in private in your home where nobody sees you except your family or yourself or your kids or your partner or whatever. Your moon sign is the secret side of you, who you are when the doors are closed. So, okay. This is so good. Like, oh yay, we got another one that's really